Hey guys, welcome back to Twilight Princess. Last time we left off at the foot of Zora's domain, which is frozen. A la Ocarina of Time. So we have to use Midna to climb up here. And, unfortunately, this is another Twilight Realm episode, which means we gotta do some bug collecting. We gotta do it. To get to the better stuff of the game, we gotta do it. So while it may suck now, you will be duly rewarded. Sort of. Watch out. Oh, got close. Or that was close. Watch out. Okay. Yeah, see, man, these jumps. You miss them? You don't miss them, but it gets close. Anyway, here we are. Zora's domain. The bug collecting of this region is a little bit excessive. It makes you go all over the place. But I am pretty sure this is the final time we have to do it. It's not the final time we're gonna be a wolf, but... let's get in boxed in Bobby over here. I just find these sections of the game to be the most boring and depressing. But there's the warp point for Zora's domain. A portal has opened here too. We can finally warp. That's not a hint. Alright, if you look below the ice, there's souls floating in there. Let's warp. No, not talk them in warp. Remember that big flaming rock that fell when we first set foot in Death Mountain? We gotta go grab it. I don't know how this makes any kind of sense at all. It's a giant rock. It comes flaming down super fast, shatters the ice where all the dead fish are, or dying fish, and they all live. How does it not destroy them? This thing has been here for a while now, but it's still pretty hot. Well, pick them up. Yeah, thrust. If only you could thrust in the general direction of somebody and have it be received welcomingly. Is that a word, welcomingly? It is now. I mean, I guess you can only do that with your friends, right? You'd be like, yo, what's up? And then just like thrust at them. That'd be weird. That's stupid. My brain does dumb things. I think that my brain got lost somewhere. I feel very blank-minded lately. More so than usual. Absent-minded is the red term. That was bright. Jeez. That's even more bright. Holy eyeball strain. And when you get to be my age, things just get a little too bright. Interesting color scheme, although it's super depressing. You look at it and you just feel sad about life. Or maybe that's just me, because I'm very manipulative. No, easily manipulated, that's the word. Look at that water. It used to impress me back in the day. I don't know what water impresses me today. Real life water, so... alright, the Zoras are safe now, let's get it over with. The ice melted. Can we finally go to the lake spirit? Yeah, let's do it. Wait! What now? Oh, good music time. Please, you must allow me to thank you for revitalizing both my people and this spring, which is the water source of all Lake Hylia. In life, I was Rutela. Now I'm only Nutella. People put me on sandwiches and it's delish. Not to be rude, but we didn't exactly do it for you guys.
The Dark Ones, they raided this village and as a message to my people, executed me before them. Young man, you who take the form of a proud beast, I have something to ask of you. When the Dark Ones descended upon our village, I sent my young one careless to Hyrule Castle to inform Princess Zelda of our fate. But I fear danger followed him from his doomed place. I feel that his presence grows fainter over time. But my time in this world has passed, and though I would give it gladly, I no longer have a life to risk his rescue. Please, would you save my dearest Prince Careless?
If you do this thing, I will bestow upon you the protection of water.
The ability to swim.
I missed a note. It's over.
Save my son.
Alright, Nutella. So if we help her, she'll give you the Zora mask. Except not really, because only Majora's Mask had good swimming. Although this game, it's still fun in this game too. Don't knock it till you try it. Yeah. Let's go. You had time to waste, and I'm not sorry. Alkaline Trio. Time to waste. Really, what in life is not a waste of time? That's a question I asked myself a bunch lately. Looks like the shock of that impact not only raised the water level, but sped up the flow too. So, take the plunge. What is the thing Gandalf says in Lord of the Rings? He's like, it's the calm before the plunge. Tell me, where is Gandalf, for I much desire to speak with him. A Balrog of Morgoth. What did you say? A Balrog of Morgoth. We're at the spring, oh yeah. Alright. Aren't you awake yet? No. Look, we got washed all the way to where we wanted to be, and it looks like we're right in front of the spring spirit. To boot. Snap out of it, get in there, and back it up. I'm a little weird today, man. I don't know. I'm not really in the mood to hunt bugs. Not very excited for this part, and neither should you be. Give me my vessel. It's not that bad, though. We're all gonna simmer down, eat some chips if you got them, have a drink or two, and contemplate the greater things in life. Such as peanut butter or Nutella. Peanut butter, dude. Nutella's too sweet. I'm gonna ignore what it just showed me, cause I don't listen to authority. What's up, buddy? What's that over there? It's... Now, I'm reaching, I'm grabbing for straws here, but it's probably a bug. Look at this. One down. I forget how many to go, and I ain't counting. So, hopefully you guys are doing okay. Imagine if you came across a lake that looked this creepy orange. Orange skies are interesting. I've only seen a handful in my lifetime. And those really bright orange moons. Wait. This is the cutscene one, you gotta grab it. I think we're actually about to trigger a warp. I found the gate! Looks like a warp! Don't go too fast, Falco. Yeah, I see the boxed in spot. Yeah, I couldn't wait on my first playthrough of this game to thaw this Twilight out, if that, or cleanse the Twilight, whatever it is, and see Lake Hylia in all of its glory, and it is good. I can't wait for that part. We just gotta get through this, that's the thing. It's a metaphor for life. You gotta get through the crap in order to get the good stuff. Or you could learn to like the crap, and everything's good. The deeper things to ponder. That is a thing I think about often. I hate how much life is a waiting room. Tom Petty said waiting's the hardest part, and he's right. Fugazi has that song Waiting Room. It's all about how waiting sucks. And we're not gonna be like you and wait. Get down here, bug. Crap, he hit me. Well... Dude, come on. I'm always at odds with that. Like, part of being human is greater cognitive ability to be able to plan and essentially calculate how your life's gonna go. This is stupid too, because they sink all the way to the bottom and you gotta sit here doggy paddling waiting for it to come up. Not well thought out. Speaking of waiting, like, this is what I'm talking about. This is just you and me. We're all just getting older, waiting for something to happen. But you can't wait. You gotta do stuff to make stuff happen. Stuff doesn't just fall in your lap. But then other times, I've come to learn in my 31 years of existence that sometimes you work really hard and try to make stuff happen, and I almost fell, and it doesn't happen. And then you're supposed to be all gracious and stuff about it, and be like, well, you know, sometimes things happen for a reason. And you're like, no, the reason is you're a dope, and you screwed something up, otherwise it would have worked, right? That's how I take it, anyway. Always beat yourself up first before somebody else. I guess that's my philosophy, because I do it all the time. But that's what they say. That's why you gotta be careful who you tell your problems to, because inevitably people are just gonna be like, suck it up, well, what you gotta do is this. And they always have a solution for you. And nothing is ever not your fault. Because at the end of the day, no matter what it is that you're struggling with, it's your fault. Although, I guess that's not true, because what if you just get cancer? And you miss a jump? Yeah, I don't know, I guess maybe certain health conditions are not your fault. Because you could be the healthiest person, eating healthy, exercising like a pro, and be like the model human and still get severely sick somehow. So, I guess there's an exception to that. Oh yeah, we gotta call the bird. It's the same tune as when you blow the leaf as a human. Only a little bit more annoying because the howling. Actually, this is gonna take us straight to the Howling Stone. We gotta go through that Star Fox section again, though. And we gotta get bugs along the way. That's the scary part. You can't miss, otherwise you gotta go through it again. Burp. Alright, let's do it. Keep your eyes peeled for the white dots on the minimap. You do not want to miss them. I see one. What the heck? What happened? Oh, dude, I'm stupid. Okay, good. He's right here. I can't believe I didn't have that triggered. Ah! I forgot about activating the senses. That's so stupid. Come on, man. Hold A to dash. Gotcha. Okay. Despite that mess up, I haven't missed one yet. Okay, we're good. Now it's just getting through this. I think I figured out what this song is. It's Midna's Lament, which we're gonna hear in not too many episodes from now. But it's just a different instrumentation of it. A different arrangement, whatever you want to call it. I'm coming through the keyhole. Doesn't it look like an old-fashioned keyhole of a door? From a distance it does, anyway. Okay, we got some bugs to collect here. We gotta talk to this lady again. Why does she have a heart-shaped cleavage? That's weird. Ah, of course she would notice that, of all things, you dope. Bloop. Now we can finally reach it. The water level's up. We can get to the Howling Stone. What? Oh. Anyway, what is this one? Requiem of Spirit. I am very sad. All these songs have such a minor key dissonance, whatever. Shut up. Let's sing a song together. I am still very sad. Oh yeah, the happy spin. The teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. Well, that's another hidden skill. I think he goes to Hyrule Castle, actually, or Castle Town. Yep, right out front. Now, those two spirits that it showed. What? Get out of here. I'm not calling the bird again. There's a rock. Let's see what these guys have to say. Is it time? Do you think Prince Rowless? I almost said Princess Rowless. Yeah, it's the only waterway that goes to Hyrule Castle. Yeah, we gotta go get that bug that I already killed. This is cool. I love waterway tunnels like that, lined with torches. I want to live inside one. It's really cool. I don't remember where to go from here. There's stairs. Take the stairs. Oh wow, we're super far away from town, man. What are they talking about that leads right to the castle? Was I supposed to stay in the water and not realize it? Anyway, we're doing this now. Wandering like a lost soul. Get out of here. Ah, I got nothing to say, man. That's the thing, I've been noticing this a lot. Between my depression channel that I had and now deleted, I said so much crap that was on my mind, that was deep talk stuff, and I forget it all. It's just out of my head. And between past Let's Plays, I've said a bunch of stuff, and I just feel super absent-minded lately. There's the wolf hanging up on that thing. It's like, I need to start reading some books that'll generate some deep thoughts again. What the heck? More of this crap? Because I used to be able to just sit down and have these like deep, I don't know, for hours, just deep stuff just kept flooding into my head. And now, I feel like everything is empty. It's weird. What? What did I hit? Wait, we can still pull this off. Okay. That was weird. That's the difference, though, between this, like I've said, and writing, because it's speaking and writing is that whole difference again. Like, this is on the spot. Like, you gotta keep saying something and it better be interesting. But when you're writing, you could sit there, and then you could stare, and you could think for moments, minutes, like 20 minutes before you even type a word, trying to generate a thought. That's how I tend to work. Very slow moving, meticulous, almost like perfectionist in a way, trying to find, hey, he's already dead. Do I have to... I think I'm confusing a different moment of the game that's not happening yet, but I'm checking anyway. Yeah, no, this is all the same. We just gotta warp back to Zora's domain, the top part. We gotta get all those bugs. We got everything else. Wang Chang Chou. Way up here. Okay, there's a bug in this room. Right here. The thing about reading, too, is I never in my life have read books for fun. I've only ever read them as they were assigned in writing classes or English, whatever. And early on, I never read the books. I always looked up Cliff Notes and just tried my best to get a good grade in the class. But later on, I started reading them, and I always hated it. Getting started is the hardest part, with like anything in life, but reading especially. I think I was supposed to go on the other side. But once, it's like I was saying, I made this analogy already. Once you get going and you're partway through, you're kind of addicted, and then it's enjoyable. Not all the time, but most of the time. Crap. I was hoping to land on that platform up there so we didn't have to do all these jumps, but that's okay. That's what it expects you to do. I'm trying to remember some of the favorite books that I've read that I never wanted to read. Well, all I could think of is the creative writing ones that were assigned. There was one, The Two Kinds of Decay by Sarah Manguso. I met her and got my copy signed because she came to speak to us. 20 roops. Yeah, that was an interesting book about a very rare illness that she had that affected her all throughout college and beyond. She basically had to get her blood completely cleaned and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's a good book, though. I enjoyed it. I liked her voice. Narrative voice was good. The bug is showing to be down here, even though you can keep going up. For some reason, I don't remember this, but okay. Then we got the two in the water and the one on the other shoreline. There was a book, Fun Home. I forget who wrote that one. It had pictures in it, though. Most of them were memoirs that I'm remembering. Like The Two Kinds of Decay by Sarah Manguso was a memoir. I actually wrote a memoir. It was like 200 pages, and everybody in the class and my professors loved it. I mean, obviously when you're young and you're writing, there's criticisms, but I don't know. I could never get behind it, and in retrospect, I look back and read what I wrote, and it just sounds like an emo teenager complaining about life. So I could never back it. I don't know how, even if I was proud of it, like what I would do with all of that. What's going on? Yeah, we got them all. There should be one more. What? There it is. This is weird. Yep, it wasn't there before, but now it is. Let's just warp there. I don't know if this is the fastest way, but I'm gonna assume. But I remember being in a poetry class, and my professor was telling all of us about a writing contest that was going on and how we should all submit something. And he was like just kind of randomly pointing around the room, and then he repeated himself, and he's like, "You should all submit something." And he was staring me down and like pointed at me fiercely. Like, I guess to non-verbally really enforced that I should do it. I don't know if it was just a weird coincidence thing or his way of being funny, but I took it as like, is he really trying to encourage me out of everybody in this room to do it? Because that's weird. Because there were some people in there that read all the time as like that's their favorite thing to do is read books, which is a great thing to do. Keeps you smart and not a retard. So yeah, this is like a weird mini boss thing. Oh no, no, no. It's a giant bug. I mean, it's the last of the bugs, right? So I guess it's gotta be. It makes sense when you think about it. But yeah, my point in bringing up like those other ones who read as their favorite hobby in life, they wrote very well too. And the one actually did go on to write a book, and I think she teaches at a college now, English. Like not just a teacher at a high school or elementary school, but she's a professor now. It's crazy to look at people that you were once equal to and how much they skyrocket. And look at others and how much they've fallen to the point that they're dead. Be it suicide or a car accident. And then others who just never go anywhere. It's weird. I am not good with the passage of time lately. I know that much. It bothers me a whole bunch. That goes back to when you set eyes on your hometown again. If you ever visit your hometown, assuming that you've left it for a long time. Final blow, let's do it, Midna. Yeah, it's kind of a throwaway boss, but maybe it's just because I've seen it several times at this point. It's nothing new, which is kind of, again, why I want to read books or do something, because this is all just me rambling. What am I learning doing this? Nothing. I feel it's important to keep learning stuff. Whether you use it or not, hopefully you get to use it.
If you can.
Yeah, you'll be with me the whole way. You'll be getting it too. You best shut up. Finally. The last spirit. And we get to see Lake Hylia in all of its glory. And we also get the creepy cutscene right now. Fitting for all this depressing talk. Look at him go! Free Willy! Nom nom nom, he's eating that thing. My name is Lanayru. Your efforts have at last restored each of the light spirits in Hyrule. O hero chosen by the gods. The dark power that you seek, it waits in the temple set in the bed of Lake Hylia. But before seeking it, you must now bear witness to something. You must know that it was the will of the goddesses that we lock away the forbidden power.
Enter depression manipulation.
When all was chaos, the goddesses descended and gave order and life to the world. They granted power equally to all who dwelt in the light and then returned to the heavens. The lands where the goddesses descended came to be known as the Sacred Realm. For ages, the people lived at ease, content in mind and body.
But soon word of the sacred realm spread through Hyrule, and a great battle ensued. Among those living in the light, interlopers who excelled at magic appeared. Wielding powerful sorcery, they tried to establish dominion over the sacred realm. It was then that the goddesses ordered us 3 light spirits to intervene. We sealed away the great magic those individuals had mastered. You know this magic. It is the dark power you seek, the fused shadow. O hero chosen by the goddesses, beware.
Those who do not know the danger of wielding power will be thrown.
Jesus, man. And suddenly you will find yourself in a Walmart parking lot at 4 a.m., not knowing why or how you got there. The dark power that you seek is within the sleeping lakebed temple in Lake Hylia. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.